Hi everyone! So today we're gonna go through some of my sketchbooks that I completed in 2022. I'm doing this because, well, to be honest, I don't really want to do it. No, not that I don't want to do it, but I'm a bit insecure about my art just because, like, I'm aware I'm not the best artist in the world. I mean, I'm not even a decent artist in my opinion, at least. So it's not great stuff. I mean, of course I have a few like pieces or artwork in here that I do like, but in general, they're not masterpieces. They're just, like me playing with paints, having fun, enjoying using watercolors. And I think that's what a lot of people want to see, at least what I've been told. So yeah, we're gonna get into these, and I think one of them is gonna be a swatch book, but most of them will be like paintings and experiments and whatnot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here. This is Bao Hong, this is Potentate, this is Kadi, this is Jackson's watercolor sketchbook. So yeah, we're just gonna go through each one, and I don't know how long this will be, so depending on how long this is, there might be a part 1 and part 2, or I might just chop it up into single sketchbooks. I'm not sure, but I think I'm just gonna do maybe a 2-parter. Yeah, we shall see how fast or slow I go through this. Okay, let's begin with these two. So both of these are Bao Hong papers. I can't remember. Oh, they're the Academy. See this, guys, this is why I do this. Just so everyone knows, I did not buy this as a Bao Hong product. I bought the sheets of paper inside, just loose imperial sheets. Wait, did I buy imperial sheets? I think I bought them in like around A3 size, and then I cut them up myself. Yeah, that said, when I make sketchbooks, I try to, incorporate these things. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into it because I did have some like negative feedback, but yeah, so I DIY'd these. If I can find the video, I'll put it here and put a link down below of how these came to be. And then you can take a look at those yourselves. But then, yeah, let's get into it. I think this was probably the first sketchbook that I went through in the beginning of 2022. It was sort of like a 2021, 2022. So you might have seen this. Sorry, I think my camera did something there. So we're still on this book. We have a horizontal and a portrait one. So this portrait one, so yeah, I painted or swatched this out in a video. I'll leave the link down below again for whichever ones I mention. But yeah, I started from the back because, with sketchbooks, I usually start from the back. I don't know why. I think it's because that I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up, and I don't really want to open a sketchbook in the beginning and have it be like bad. So yeah, so I swatched out my palette at the time, I think, and then I did this. And I don't remember if this was a video or not. If it is, I'll leave a link below as well. And then these are just not really in any order, so we'll just go from the front here. So for this particular sketchbook, since it was like still the beginning of the year, I wanted to try using my Daniel Smith palette that a viewer kindly sent me. Again, I'll leave a link below to my first impressions. So for this whole sketchbook, I basically used just that one Daniel Smith palette with the tiny pans. And it was just a way for me to get to know Daniel Smith paints and also explore like floral stuff. For the most part, I explored floral painting and color combinations as well. So like this, I tried to use like a yellow and blue or like orange and blue type of scheme. And I think for the most part, I do like the colors for this one. However, yeah, as you can see, it's not great stuff. And like this part also, the hard edge is just not okay. Obviously, I learned a lot from these exercises and these experiments. And oh, this one I actually really like. I don't remember what I used. I think maybe green apatite for the green. And I actually liked, like, you know, sort of like this flowers on this side and then some flowers here. I liked like the composition of that, so I might use that later. And you're gonna see a theme of like some splatters and sprinkles because I was really into that. And oh, this one. This is probably my favorite piece of this whole sketchbook. Yeah, this is actually an image. Well, not an image. The reference picture is actually a flower from my mom's garden. So yeah, I think I have a picture. I'll put it up here. Yeah, so I really liked how it turned out. It's one of my favorite ones, and it happened to be like the center page, as you can see, the staple. So technically I could probably like pull this out without much damage and then I could frame it later, but you know my situation. I'm probably not going to be framing anything. And then here we have some more playing around. I quite like the lunar black I used here. I'm not sure if I used lunar black or sodalite, or something, the one with the blue, I'm not sure. Yeah. So this made me realize that I like the blue and black combo. And then, yeah, and then that's it for this sketchbook. Moving on to the next sketchbook is this one. So this one was moving on to the horizontal sketchbook. Now this one was basically, I remember doing this like towards the very beginning of the year, and you could probably see that in my Instagram feed. It probably says like January something. And I remember just, you know, having this mentality of like, don't think, just paint. And I tried to go with that. And for this one, I actually wanted to paint a landscape. So I started with the sky, and then it didn't turn out so well. And then I just had to like, you know, improvise. And then it turned out into like this cruise ship boat sort of thing, which I think turned out pretty well. I'm quite satisfied with it. Not liking these dry brush stuff, but you know what? It's fine. It's artistic in a way. And then this one is just like, you know, a no reference image. So with this book, I tried not to use any reference images so that I won't be like overthinking too much and just play with watercolors. And I actually liked how like the sea, the ocean came out, and this was supposed to be a beach, but I guess it turned out into sort of like a rocky beach. Overall, I'm quite happy with this one as well. Learned a few things. And this one, not too sure I like this one, but it's all right. I'm not really sure what it is either. Maybe like a cornstalk field? Cornfield? No, I don't even know what it is. Oh, and this one, it's supposed to be portrait, but you can't really see it. So just, you know, bamboo stuff. I did like a background wash first with Potter's Pink and some phthalo turquoise, I believe. And then I didn't know what to do with it, so I was just like, you know what, I want to play around. And I remember having an art class in middle school where we used charcoal, I think. You know what, one of those, what do you call it? The ink blocks that you ground down with water and then you painted. And then we painted these sort of like bamboo trees. I'm not sure what you call these. And so that's sort of what I was thinking about when I painted this one. And then this one I think I had a reference picture from a photographer's image from Unsplash. I can't remember who. If I remember, I'll put it up here. If not, then we'll just skip it. So not too bad. This is so funny. It looks like fire, and then the fire is going into the sky. Anyways, that's a mistake, of course. This one, let's not talk about it. And then this one, these two, let's not talk about. This is just more from this, but like, yeah, I messed it up. Too much water. And this was, I think it was meant to be a sunflower, and then I gave up halfway because, you know, the yellow and the purple was mixing and it was getting all muddy, and I was just like, oh no, 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 and then it wasn't making me happy, so I stopped. Yeah, so that's with that one. I don't know, maybe in the future I could resurrect it somehow. We shall see. This one was okay. I don't even remember which orientation this was supposed to be in. But yeah, this was also no reference image, just, you know, playing around. And this one I actually really love. So you'll probably have seen this in my like intro title slide or page. I don't know what you call those. But yeah, I painted this, and I think it's like my first animal painting maybe. At least my first elephant ever. So I painted this using a reference image from Unsplash as well. If I could remember to put the picture up, I will. All images, all reference images I use from Unsplash will be in my profile. So I'll put like a link here somewhere to my Unsplash profile, and I think you could click on the likes tab, and then you're gonna be able to see all the pictures I've liked, and basically I use reference images from there. And then you could also go into like the tab where I upload my own posts. So yeah, you know what? I'll link a Unsplash video down below. I've made a video about it, so you could follow those instructions. So yeah, with this elephant, I'm really happy about that. I think I used Daniel Smith Buff Titanium and Roman Smalls Aquarius Gray, and then some cerulean blue for the back, probably Holbein. Yeah, so that's just 3 colors, and I'm really happy about that. Super nice, super proud of this one. Mango from my house, first draft. Didn't work out so well, so tried a second draft. No sketching or anything, just went with like a loose watercolor feel. I'll put an image next to whatever I painted. I think I posted it on Instagram. And then another picture from my garden, I believe, as well. And then this is a papaya tree from my garden as well. I don't think I really like this sort of style where it's like paint and then with like dark black line art on top. Like, I feel like it does help save the painting, but that's not really the look that I like. For my art, at least, I'm happy to look at other people's, but I'm not sure if I particularly like that. And then this last one here in this book is from, I was trying to paint a tree in my neighborhood. We had this tree at the time that when it blooms, there's just like pink flowers everywhere, and I'm not sure I captured that very well. Plus, these paint splatters just make it look like a murder scene somehow. But anyways, I thought the scene looked really nice in real life with the pink flowers, and then they fell to the ground, so then there's like pink down here, as you can see. But I'm not sure, and there's like a bush here, which, to be honest, in this image doesn't really work. But anyway, I tried something and I learned that I'm just not good at trees, so I might have to practice painting trees, drawing, painting anatomy of trees. We shall see. But yeah, well, now that I'm looking at it, it's okay. It's not as bad as I first, like, the first impression I got when I finished it, but you know what, it's fine. So yeah, that's that for these two. We're at about 15 minutes now. I think I'm gonna separate the other sketchbooks in another video or another 2 videos. We shall see. But yeah, I'll leave. If this comes out first, well, this probably will come out first. So stay tuned for the other ones, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's it for now. But I shall see you in the next one for those sketchbooks. Bye guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. You know what? Comment which one you liked best. For me, in this particular sketchbook, this was my favorite. And then in this particular sketchbook, I think my favorite is this elephant. It has to be. So these two are my most favorite. That kind of makes me look like I could paint, right? But yeah, feel free to comment below, you know, but don't be so brutal. I do have a heart. Okay, thank you so much again for watching, everyone. Don't forget to drink lots of water and stay hydrated.